Hello and welcome to another day of LSAT Prep with Tony. We've got a calendar up here that shows LSAT Max's August calendar. I did find out that the LSAT or LSAC, Law School Acceptance Council, not to be confused with the Law School Acceptance Test, the LSAC has released the test dates. Sorry for my speech. Got these aligners. Can't really see them. Anyway, they mess up my speech a little bit. They're getting a little thicker, harder to talk through. So anyway, LSAC released test dates for this year's LSAT in August. It's going to be sometime between, you can have test dates August 14th through the 17th. You can test on this Saturday, the 14th, and Sunday the 15th, and then do Tuesday the 17th. I'm going to shoot for Tuesday the 17th just to get more practice in, and actually that'd be my weekend off anyway. So give me Monday to do a practice test and do whatever I can to try to get in the best shape to take the test on the 17th, and I'll be able to try to get that done on July 29th. The scheduling of the test. So yesterday, what I did is let me get back to my notes here. I did finish my review, and I did I didn't do the review that I was going to do, which was I was going to review my weak concepts and then get into some more lessons. But I've got today, I did start the lesson. So yesterday I finished the review, did not do any review of my weak question types. I went straight into a lesson called Paradox. And so I did the lesson, or I'm in the middle of the lesson for Paradox, and hopefully we'll progress from Paradox to illustration today. I don't know what that one looks like as far as the lesson length. Let's see where we are way down here is illustration. Only 29 minutes. That's cool. They give you this little time for the lesson on the bottom or on the right hand side. Let's see, where am I at here? Illustration. So it says that was a 2 hour and 45-minute deal. So hopefully I'll finish both of these today and then move to principle on tomorrow. Tomorrow I must only spend half the day doing whatever lesson I do. And let's look at this here. 94-minute question or 94-minute video and then some questions. So tomorrow is going to be my day before test day. So I'm going to have to finish this principle video within half of the day, so only up to noon, and then the last part of the day I'm going to be doing my weak question types and at least one of each type of logic game, or more if I can. So get myself back, and I haven't done any logic games since the last time I took a test on Thursday of last week. I'll need to continue kind of my skills on that, continue the maintenance of those skills. So that's today. Today is lessons and practice drilling, and tomorrow is lesson, practice, drill, and then do my weak question types, the ones that I'm weak on, which are strengthen with necessary and must be true, and then one of each type of logic game. So hopefully that will cause me to have a 155 on the next test. That would be really good. If I'm up there by the time I finish on Thursday, that would be a really successful week. If I get 155, or really if I even get 154. 153 I wouldn't be so happy with, but 154 or 155, like 154, pretty happy. 155, very happy. I would feel very good about that, because that would put me back to 3 weeks ahead of schedule on my track to 168. I have behind me here, you can see a graphic, and I've explained it before. On the beginning of your study time, you're working on learning the lessons, and I'm, kind of about here. I'm almost all done with the lessons. This triangle here represents all of the lessons that you're doing. So you're learning, 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 learning. And at some point, you got to start picking up speed. Well, I'm really bad at pointing backwards and upside down. So I'm starting to try and pick up my speed now. And so, yeah, I think I was actually doing that backwards because this is the beginning over here. So sorry about that. You get the idea. So here's my goal score of 168 over here, and I'm just going to broke it down into 2 to 3 points per week here along these weeks, and so hopefully I'll get there. I had a tutoring session just now with my tutor, Chris, and we just went through basically, I think, 5 or 6 of the questions that I got wrong, that I just really, the explanations that I have, that they have on LSAT Max's review for the test, just didn't do it for me. Definitely, speaking with Chris is a lot better than all the review uh, questions that or the explanations that they have on the review section of LSAT Max. I just find that the live explanation, I mean, it's interactive too, and if he says something that goes somewhere that I'm not with him mentally, then I can ask him about it, and he breaks it down further for me. So that was positive. What did I feel I got out of it? I had a couple of takeaways. I'll mention them here before I finish this off. One thing that was really getting me was there was a question in the, what is this? Looking for the September 2009 LSAT, section 3, and question number 19 was about it was about if understanding a word always involves knowing its dictionary definition, then understanding a word requires understanding the words that occur in that definition. But clearly there are people, for example, all babies, who do not know the dictionary definitions of some of the words they utter. And then you are supposed to find out which of the following statements follows logically from the statement. And so this passage is a very weak, I can actually bring this over here, I forgot. Move myself aside here. Let's see, here we go. So here's the question passage here. My takeaway from this is that this is a very weak argument. It says, if understanding a word, then understanding a word requires, etc. But, so it says, if this, then this, but clearly there are people who do not, if this, then that. So this was a very weak argument. And then what would follow logically from a weak argument is a weak conclusion. And so this sum would work, B wouldn't work, and then probably C, D, and E would work. So that would help you to eliminate, some answer choices. And I think that I chose A. But the main point, the takeaway that I got from this, and after speaking with Chris, was that a weak conclusion deserves a weak, a weak argument deserves a weak conclusion. And so in this, we were trying to find what must be true, basically what would be an acceptable conclusion to these premises. And so his trick is, what do I know now? So after you read the passage, what do you know now that you've read it? And after reading a passage like this, you don't know much. You know some very weak inferences, right? So that was a takeaway from that one. The rest of them really getting better and faster at identifying question types. And the reason that's helpful is because then you can more faithfully, consistently produce accurate results. The vacuum is going out there and it's loud. So when I read through the questions, I generally am not thinking, what type of question is this? I generally am thinking, what is this asking me to evaluate? Which is the same thing, except if you know the question type, you have a strategy based on that question type that you can go with. And now there are lots of different question types, so lots of different strategies, but starting to build that knowledge base will really help me produce more consistent, accurate result. Now, well, if you look at my score, I'm pretty consistently low, but I want to get better. I want to be more consistent, and learning the question types seems to be a problem that I dealt with on several of these questions that I got wrong. And so that one was this one as well. So, okay. So that is my short update for today. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for liking and commenting and subscribing if you want. I have like 6 subscribers now, so excellent. I'm real happy about that. Maybe I'll play guitar again and see if that helps. Get some people more interested. But anyway, really appreciate you listening in. And as I say, the goal of this thing is that I'm able to talk out what I'm doing because I'm here alone doing this LSAT prep, and I'm definitely a people person. I learn much better in the classroom setting where I can rub against other people and kind of hash things out and rub against the teacher and learn things that way. So you're helping me. Thank you very much. I'm also hopeful that as I have benefited a lot from people putting stuff up on YouTube on their LSAT journey, that others will be able to benefit in the future from these videos as well. So hope that's the case for you. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Chris, the LSAT.